Button, don't button no more. What's going on? The blue button wasn't buttoning very well.
Garage. You know,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, with all this marine snow, I'm really not really interested in what's going to be living down there. I think it's going to be a lot different. That's my prediction, or at least a lot more abundant.
that would be really cool. Either way, I'm happy.
Yeah. We got a few different, ledges and lips that we can move along, so hopefully if we don't find any life on one side, we can move to the other side, see what we find. I'm sure we'll find something. It's always exciting. The fact that it's like 1 in the morning and I'm excited is a sign of something. I don't know.
On a Monday night.
Now technically a Tuesday morning.
Yeah. We just breached past 3,000 meters depth as we're making our way down.
I just remembered I was talking about Project Azorian.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Got cut
which,
off.
yeah, which, long story short, Soviet submarine sinks. The U.S. identifies where it is, but can't, has to disguise the fact that they're going to go get it from the Soviets. So they enlist the help of, what was the guy's name? Like, Leonardo DiCaprio played him in the movie The Aviator, Hughes, to create a fake company that's going to go out looking for manganese nodules. And so they build this massive ship called I think it's called the Glomar Challenger or the Glomar Explorer, one of those, with a giant bay on the bottom that opens up, and a massive like claw that's directed by cameras and ROVs that goes down to the bottom and lifts this entire submarine up into the ship, and then the bottom. I mean, it's like total James Bond villain kind of stuff, right? Like it's a totally CIA, you know, and it's declassified now. But yeah, definitely worth if you can find. Azorian is the name of the documentary, and they have all the schematics of how, you know, they're worried that if the claw breaks off, the whole ship's going to jump, and so they have big dampeners and stuff, right? Yeah, so it's astounding, like the technology that they developed in the early 1970s to make this thing happen.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And the Glomar would actually go on to do some scientific expeditions, or at least get some samples, and influence other, you know, marine geology expeditions.
Right, yeah, because they retasked it after.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It became a deep drilling ship.
Huh.
Yeah, it was part of the deep core project that did deep coring all over the world.
Yeah, some of the old school ODP, Ocean Drilling Project work, before the Joides resolution was built and we placed it.
Is the Joides the one that was one of the drill ships that was involved in drilling into the Chicxulub impact crater?
Yes, that was the ship that drilled there a few years ago, 2019. They got some really cool rocks of impact ejected and stuff, just like shocked metamorphosed samples. Definitely, that ship is drilling right now. Is it off of Iceland? Or it was in the Atlantic doing a transect, and I think it still is. But a lot of really good research has come out of that ship in that program, the International Ocean Discovery Program, IODP. I think they're currently looking to try to get a new ship. I don't know how that's going, but fingers crossed. I sailed on board the Joides Resolution in 2014. It was south of Japan. We spent about 2 months drilling into some volcanoes in the back arc region, recovering lots of mud and some volcanic rocks. Surprising amount of mud.
Didn't that ship also help discover the 8th continent? Like Zealandia is a bunch of submerged continental crust.
Yeah, that with, you know, bathymetry data and stuff. But yeah, definitely they drilled into a variety of areas to the north of New Zealand and east of New Zealand. It kind of showed that it is continental crust, and that during periods when the sea level is much lower, there's much more glaciers, that New Zealand is a very large, sizable continent, much larger than it is today. Most of it's just submerged.
I did not know this. There's an 8th continent.
Yeah, if you Google Zealandia, you can kind of see the size and scale of it. It covers a large chunk of, what would that be, Micronesia? Yeah, and kind of south of Fiji, right here. And it's quite neat. It's probably bigger than Australia, or about the similar size of Australia, enjoying sea level lows.
We've got a question coming in asking how hard is it for us to adjust our sleep schedules? I personally didn't find it that difficult, but
Typically the first few days when we're in transit, anytime I lay down in my bed, I would just fall asleep, just rocking back and forth. So the hard part is I might just overshoot the schedule.
yeah, the nice gentle ship motion can
Yeah.
actually be quite soothing.
I struggle to adjust a little bit, but less with the sleep and more with the food. I would be really, really hungry at like nighttime because that's usually when I'm eating in the daytime. So lots of cheese snacks and then it's bearable.
Yeah, I like breakfast a lot, and that's not the meal of the day for this watch.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I didn't realize. No crepes?
No, well, I'm on a crepe,
Cleanse?
no, inadvertently, yeah. I only have crepes when I need them.
Okay.
Just because they have them every other day doesn't mean I can have them every other day.
I've had that problem with Belgian waffles.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, I don't know that we have them on board Nautilus, but
Oh,
I'm just saying, like, spend too many days in the hotel with
Yeah.
the Belgian waffle maker at your
oh,
disposal.
it's so good. I like to get butter into every single square, so that way every single bite I take is delightful. I'll sit there and like prepare my waffle for consuming for like 5 straight minutes. It's worth it every time.
I think the ritual makes it even better.
Absolutely. Sip some coffee throughout it. Best mornings ever.
Yeah, I'm also a big fan of breakfast, so not getting breakfast is probably, I mean, I'm surviving it just fine, but I do miss breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what my schedule's been. It's sort of been go to bed at, I don't know, 4:15, 4:30 after the watch. Sleep until,
Lunch.
yeah, around like 11, 11:10. You get up for lunch at 11:30. And then you got about 20, 25 minutes to eat before coming on watch.
Do you nap again after watch?
I haven't been actually. I've been, you know what really affects me, and I've known this about myself from other times that you're just working night shifts, is that if I don't get enough sunlight, I start to get really cranky after a while.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been making a habit of like trying to be outside a bunch till the sunset, because we relieve at dinner. So that means what that means is that at around 5:30 when the 4 to 8 needs to eat, we come up and hold their positions for about half an hour while they go eat. It's kind of fun because, you know, you get to see where another watch is. But at the same time, it's another half hour in the dark fan, so it's less sunlight during the daytime. So yeah, so after that, I've been trying to like hit the treadmill or the elliptical or something just to kind of keep the neurotransmitters active.
Okay. Synapsin
Yeah. Right.
firing. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then I have to remind myself to eat something again before we come on watch, because at that point it'll have been another 5 hours since, 5 or 6 hours since dinner.
Right. And then 4 more hours of being awake.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get cranky without the sunlight too, so I've been prioritizing that hour from 4 to 5 between when we get off watch and dinner in the afternoon to just like take something to read and go sit on the top deck and get my sun.
Yeah, that's great. The sun was strong today, though.
I can get a good 5 minutes before I start burning.
We have sunscreen in the hangar if you ever need any.
Thank you. I bought some.
Okay.
I still burn somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the low latitudes,
Strong.
yeah, you're just getting hit by more photons per square centimeter of skin surface.
Twice the photon per photon.
Yeah, is that the actual number? It's 2 times.
Doorbusters sales. Every photon must go.
I'm going to get Chris's humor at some point. But right now I'm like, it's a physics joke somehow, and I don't quite get it.
Till then,
It's generous
science.
of you to call it a physics joke. I think it was mostly just nonsense.
Okay. Oh, that's even worse now, because like, now I'm going to be looking for meaning when there isn't any.
You've got his humor.
But yeah, waffles. I've also managed to avoid the Nutella.
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Once it's got you, it doesn't let you go.
If you like peanut butter and tablespoons of sugar, it's a snack for you.
Wait, like you've never had it or tasted it before?
Oh no, I definitely no.
He's just staying away from the table
no,
Nutella.
No. Yeah.
It's so tempting though.
Yeah, once you break that seal, it never on a ship.
Yes.
It never stops.
It's a
Yeah, in the galley of the ship we have, like, each table has like a giant tube of Nutella. Like, I didn't even know it comes in.
like a commercial size bag.
Yeah.
It's almost like one of those icing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or like a thing that you put in front of your door to keep the draft out.
It doubles.
Oh my god.
It is actually like that, yeah.
Doubles as a weather seal.
It's about as heavy.
Basically a commercial kitchen tube of Nutella, but set out on every galley table.
That's amazing.
My first year, I had a problem with table bacon. Like, just,
We've all been there.
God. Once you're like, you know, it feels like being 21 or something. You're like, oh, I can drink now. It's like, I have bacon 24/7. And it's just hard to find balance. Really, I swear to God. Whew. That, my folks, is a maturity. Growth, personal growth.
Yeah, there's an amazing amount of off-watch snacks.
Yeah.
I love the cheese. So much cheese at all times.
Yeah, we got a little galley refrigerator with slices of cheese, and I don't know, you could put together a pretty nice sandwich. There's a little like panini grill right there.
Could you modify the pahini maker to make a waffle?
I bet you could. I've seen it modified to make soup.
Huh?
So
Well, that is quite the modification.
the microwave
6
was
seconds.
broken and it was a necessity. And it happened.
I
And
need details.
yeah, well, it was put in one of those tinfoil little like, I don't know, like cake sheets, a cake like a bread. Help me, like a loaf, a metal loaf.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't put a chicken in it and squeeze it until the juices came out and made soup.
Oh no,
Ew.
no, the soup was just put in a metal thing, and the metal thing was put in the panini thing, and then it heated it up.
I see.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very, very good idea.
Yes, and at some point, like pressure could build up.
it wasn't my soup. I don't know that much about it.
I don't know how hot a panini grill could get a can of soup, but
When you're down a microwave, you do what you can, right?
Right.
True.
If there's one thing I've learned in my experience sailing is that marine technicians and engineers are the most crafty people in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have very limited, they can only work with us on the boat and they'll make it happen.
That's the fun part, I think, of this. You're like, what do I have that can do the job that I need?
Yeah.
And that translates to being at home too. I'm like, I think I have a thing that I can modify to be what I want. That's a fun game to play.
Yeah. You can go to Home Depot or you can wedge a fork in there and bend it around.
If it fits, it ships. At 3.6, you want me to slow down to like 20?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
We're getting close.
Indeed.
35, 50 meters.
What's that? Got bottom?
I see it. Maybe.
Or Raj?
Huh.
You think it's...
Is it a false layer or is it
I
a
was,
true
yeah,
return?
in the same way that the sub-bottom sees like a echo, you know?
Well, yeah, I see some of that, but I thought I saw like a non-circular shape.
Mm-hmm.
Raj.
So now the Norbit has decided to range weird, so we'll let it think about that for a little while.
What was the distance that you saw it at?
300 meters?
300 meters off?
Yeah,
That
but like
checks.
off to our left
Yeah.
at like a slope, which is
Off to our left? Not to our right?
well, yeah. I saw like that story checks out. Off to our left, it was increasing slope,
Raj.
so that is upslope. So that was probably it.
Okay. 300 meters, you said?
Yeah. Oh, there it was again. It's not, Norbit's not actually, yeah, that's definitely it. You can sort of faintly see it right there.
Wow, that thing has a long range. That's cool.
Ah,
That's pretty cool.
it's Norbit time. I'm pumped.
Solid.
You want to tell everyone at home what a Norbit is?
It is a multi-beam echo sounder. So it's you can kind of think of it like a underwater LiDAR scanner or something like that, right? Where you can see there we go.
I put it up on
Yeah, go
channel
ahead.
3.
You can start to see the bottom coming in here in the detections now. When we get a little closer, if you want to stop, we can do the
around.
spin and get the map. But we don't have good enough detections on it yet to really map.
Okay, yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah, there it is. Hey,
Yeah, that's interesting. It's really cool.
Very cool.
let me zoom in a little here.
Let me stop dragging us uphill then.
You think, Tim, you think I could get Norbit on one of those two blank?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Just a moment.
Ooh, it's steep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because as you're swinging, I'm seeing the line go up and down. It's like,
It should be very steep.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I agree.
It's one of the reasons we are pretty confident it's not volcanic. It's because it's like an 80-degree surface. Like it's super
Wow.
unnaturally steep.
Mm. Yeah, Chris, when we do our all stop at 3750, we can
Yeah, so-
spin around a wee bit.
Okay.
And start building out that
Yeah.
map if
Yeah,
you
it's
like.
it's still really noisy, so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
I can, once we get all stop, I can dial it in too to try to get some of the outliers out of there.
Yeah, sounds awesome. It also gives me time to move Argus a wee bit back. Actually, you mind, for a brief second there, would you mind throwing out the contour map? I just want to see how far I drug us.
How far, what is?
How
Drag.
far I drug us upslope. I think I drug us like 40 meters altitude difference.
Okay. Yeah, these should be 10-meter contours, so.
Okay.
Or 5 meter, hang on. High pack.
If it's 5 meters, that would be nice.
5 meter. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Instead of 40.
100 meter. No, they're 10-meter contours.
Yeah, reg.
All right. Back to Norbit land.
Thank you.
Here, I'm going to orient this so it shows up behind us. It'll follow directly behind Herc. Ugh.
It's a lot of cable layback. It probably just was something zeroed weird. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
All right, yeah, we got a pretty good view on the bottom.
Awesome.
Just let me know when you're ready to do it, and I'll tweak things a little bit to.
Yeah, we'll do our all stop at about 30 meters. Let it settle out a bit and then swing around. Bring it around town, as they say, back in my day.
Is that what they said back in your day?
That's what they used to say.
That day was a Tuesday,
That's
Sorry,
to quote Dane Cook. It's not my joke.
What's the range up there? So this is saying that we're actually, what's the divisions there, Chris?
Here?
Yeah.
So it's at 93 meters, yeah.
So it's saying that we're 100 meters off.
Well, no, we're directly down, we're 120 meters.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I see.
Yeah, you gotta, so like, yeah, over here you're only, well, yeah, you're only 74 meters down there, near
Yeah, it's kind of a testament to the
115
slope.
there. I know on the other side, 170.
And the swath is what? Like how?
That is a 180 meters down and, yeah, about 180 meters across.
Wow.
I'm going to come to an all stop in a second here.
Roger that.
Oh, look, I just hit a yellow mark on the thing. I'm running out of wraps on the winch.
On the drum.
Yeah.
I got 3 beams now.
Raj.
Huh.
Cool. Oh, that'll be helpful for making our map.
2 beams now. Sorry, Chris. All right. I'm also.
Well, if you want to do, we can do this in a couple layers if you really want, because the better our DVL is, the better our map's going to be. But
yeah, Raj.
we can do okay without the DVL, at least for a course view.
Yeah, I think for a course resolution of what we're getting ourselves into would be great. And then, yeah, actually, we're steady at 3 beams now.
Okay,
No,
that's probably enough.
Just kidding, we're not that steady no more. All right, I come a little bit towards Atalanta. We can start.
So I don't have auto heading on, and I'll just say keep everything the same until
Yeah, sounds good.
Raj. Just walk around gauges.
Roger. All right, Chris, ready?
Wait, stand by. Let me create a fresh map.
Sure.
Things look good.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay, so the best way to do this is to just sort of put yourself in auto heading and like just tap 1 degree at a time, about 1 degree a second.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
We've done this before, and that just works for like a really good move.
Okay.
And if you can avoid auto depth and just dial in Z bias, it's okay if we drift up or down. That doesn't really matter. It's more important because the auto depth heaves around a lot. So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just maintain my position.
Okay.
Here with my stick then, since we don't have auto XY, obviously.
Okay.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna get a little bit below Kylie, just in case. Okay. Turning to starboard. Only so far to starboard, sorry.
Yeah, we should only need to turn a little more than 90 degrees, so.
Roger.
Yeah, that's fine. You can let it catch up. Actually, the fact that Herc's swinging around is actually kind of helping us for once. Normally that's bad, but since we're not moving.
More points in the cloud.
Yeah, the slower we go, the better we're going to get, so.
Wow, that looks cool.
Yeah.
I need to go back to port after I complete this to starboard.
Yeah, that would be,
Ideal.
that'll be good anyway, so get us more points.
Awesome. All right, we went 90 degrees there. I'll go to port now.
Actually, keep going.
Roger.
Miscalculation, we need to do 180
Rod.
Roger.
if we want a full map. Yeah, slow the heading down just a bit. Just like about a degree a second or 2 degrees a second. So you just.
Roger. It's at 1 degree a second right now. I will just
Tap slower.
tap slower. Probably because the to-go has already wrapped, so it's going to do its own thing.
There's a big hole there.
Raj.
So don't land in the hole. It looks like there's a flat spot up this way, so we can maybe.
That's amazing, Chris. You guys are building the map right underneath the ROV right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Learn your coordinate transforms in school, kids.
Dr. Chris says linear algebra is important.
Math is fun. Okay, this is approaching 180 here.
Okay, we need just a few more degrees to close the. Well, you
Roger.
can see it up there, so.
Yeah.
You got to overshoot it just a little, right? Because you're obviously things aren't perfect. Okay.
Take
So
it.
you can go back. You can go back a little faster. I wouldn't zoom, but you can go back a little faster.
Okay. Science. Cool.
Yeah, for those at home, you can watch the mapping happen on channel 3.
Our marine snow mysteriously thinned out, which might just be that we're more stationary, so we're not seeing it as we move through the water column, but it definitely looks thinner to me than it was above.
Okay, so we have our, let's turn off recent points.
This is super awesome.
How wide is your beam there?
It's 180 meters to either side.
Wow. Okay.
So this is a, 180 meter radius circle we're making here. So that gives us a, I mean, that's plenty of, choice of landing site. And these cell sizes are 1.5 meters from this altitude, so.
Awesome. That's so cool. Just, I don't sound as enthusiastic over SPL, but this is awesome, guys. I've never done this before.
I am completely enthralled back here.
Yeah.
I want to put this on a drone and just map my neighborhood.
You can do that. We can talk about that after the watch if you want.
Nice.
You can, with a $300 drone, you can make pretty nice 3D maps. If you,
You don't need me to go minus 180, do you? Or
No.
we're good, right?
No.
Cool.
No, but you only need to do 180 because it looks out to both sides.
Raj, yeah.
That's right, so.
360.
Yeah.
Math checks out. So cool. And it looks like Atalanta's settling a little bit, which is good.
There we go.
Awesome.
There's your landing map.
So we're
Wow.
okay.
It's, yeah, it sure is
Interesting.
steep.
Yep.
So that green point there below us, like basically where we're heading down right now onto.
Yeah.
How far away is that?
We're directly below us?
Yep.
Like vertically?
Yep.
Yeah, hang on, the easiest way to do that is right here. 123 meters, straight down.
Roger. Well, let's do it.
My bathymetric map is pretty accurate.
Yeah. Takes us to 3885. Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to go straight down? I don't see any real flat spots. If you go forward a little bit, it looks like, because you see there's a little bit of a ridge here.
Yeah.
You're back on heading. If you go forward maybe 20 meters, you'll be in a little bit flatter spot.
But it'll be shallower, right?
A little, oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing ridiculous down there, although it does look like there's a little bit of drop off, but
Okay.
at least you know what you're coming into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is rocks. And then Atalanta is going to be in that bluer spot, so that's dope. Yeah, let's do it. All right, Kylie.
Coming
All
down.
right, wait, I'm going to put you in north up, so we see.
Awesome.
There,
Thank you.
that's north up. There we go.
Sweet.
That map makes less sense to me that way.
Well, it looks like north up, so you're going.
We're going to the
I mean, I can do like view from behind Herc. Let's do that. The behind Herc view.
Yeah.
So this is roughly sort of looking for behind Herc and Atalanta.
Cool. Awesome. All right, I'm ready to come down.
Okay. Oh, girl, slow down.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's just my Z-bias. So went a little nuts. That's awesome. Thanks for that.
Yeah,
So
that was fun.
That was cool.
if it's 388-ish, like 3880 or whatever, do you want to all stop at like 3830?
Yeah, let's still do like the 50 off,
Yeah.
even though, yeah, we're like pretty close to our configuration, but yeah.
Okay.
So neat. Sorry. Sorry, that's cool.
This is just a tool that lives on Herc now, so
Wow.
Thank God we've got a cable
yeah.
for it, you know?
Yeah.
This would be a lot scarier without a
very
thing.
sad.
Kevin, is it, do you guys want kind of these 360/180, but 360 swaths every once in a while? Just for like any future publications of this area, or?
Yeah, the 360 swath is an easy way to do it, and we can do tether length surveys very quickly. So if you go to 30 meters and then full length of a tether, scoot over full length of a tether.
Yeah.
Like
I think,
that's very easy to do.
during the dive, once we kind of get to the lip, since we'll be around the lip,
Yeah.
it might be worth just to go off every now and then, just to do a 360, get a map of it, and come back. That would
Okay.
be really neat.
Awesome. Yeah, sounds awesome.
Yeah, and the maps that we can produce at the end of this will be prettier than what you're seeing here.
Awesome.
So cool.
Although it's a good way to get kids in, to say it's Minecraft and
Yeah.
be all about it.
Build your city on this, kids.
Minecraft expansion, the deep sea version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had some lab mates that brought their bathymetric maps into Minecraft.
Yeah, it should be theoretically possible.
Yeah.
To
They wrote a little Python script and imported them all into that.
That's awesome. This is so cool. Oh, gosh.
Yeah, one of the things that I want to try to do at some point is with this system is now we can import these into, like this is exporting files that are down to the processing machines, so it can go right into Chimera. So if we like were to backtrack down a dive track, we could have a 180 meter or a 300 meter wide map over our intended dive track
nice.
Man,
ahead of time. So,
that's awesome.
and you could have that like, yeah, right away.
I'll stop in a few meters.
Yeah, Reg. And as we get set up, what's going to be our target bearing?
I'm all stop.
Roger.
To which?
To our target waypoint. So we
1 second. I think it's roughly
like
roughly west.
due west, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get you exactly in a second here.
I'll get you a little slack, and then I'll have you turn to 270.
Sure.
Oh, no, waypoint. Okay, they're crooked. It's going to be south-southwest.
Okay.
Like 225?
Do we want to go up the really steep part, or
204.
204? Okay.
Yeah, and I
Yeah, so
believe-
we're kind of, looks like we're going up sort of this gully here, right? And then
yeah, the goal is to kind of swing back and forth around the gully to see both sides of it.
I see.
I
Roger.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's turn the water column off so you can see.
I'll wait till you give me a go ahead.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. 204?
Yeah, Chris, you want to repeat the target bearing?
Yeah, 204.
Raj, thank you. And there you are.
Well, hello.
Nice seeing you there.
Kylie, is that too bright for you?
Whoops.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. I'm ready to go down.
Raj. Just slow down, yeah?
Yeah.
Raj.
And since I'll try to stay straight, like stretched out in front, so we can keep like a 12 delta.
Okay.
Looks like there's like a rocky cliff right up in front of you.
Awesome. Altitude 43 meters. Visual contact.
Raj.
17 meters up.
Cool. This was a fun landing. Different.
I know we have a big delta, but just my tether is bopping underneath me.
Roger.
I'm coming down.
Roger. Very cool.
It's really cool.
Okay, now I gotta do nav things.
Yeah, and I'm going to do a gauge check as soon as I get a couple of meters closer to you.
Yeah, Reg. Three, 876. Pretty close.
Okay.
And I'd appreciate a white balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm going to leave it like that for now, yeah?
Sure thing.
Okay, Raj, gauge check.
That map looks a lot bigger now that you're down here. Like,
Really puts it in perspective.
yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you want to give me like a few more meters there, Kylie? Or maybe I'll just come up here. Thank you.
Okay. Switching you over to Dead Reckoning here. You're out of autos? Yeah.
Yeah.
That is steep. Wow.
Yeah, that's a really interesting shot right there, hey? Just like,
You can see this is a cross section of the oceanic crust right here.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
DVL reset coming now. Okay.
Roger. Thank you.
Actually, it looks like we can sample eventually.
Are you already thinking about samples when we just got here?
Instantly,
about the
before
whole
we even
guy.
hit the ground.
Before we even hit the ground, Raj. Roger that. Here, let's do us a quick weight balance here. All right, go ahead and put John in there, please.
Zooming in.
I'll get you centered up here a bit. Sorry, I'm going to drift a little bit, so I'm going to, something like that. Go ahead and push on in again more.
All right. Setting my levels. Ready for the black balance?
Yep.
Here
Go
comes
ahead.
the scary part.
Good thing we got other cameras going on. I still think that is just so cool. That is wild. We have like so many cool maps going on here.
All right, here's the white balance.
That's why I'm here.
You've earned your stay, is what you're saying.
Nobody calls you that.
Not yet.
Let me do it again.
Sure thing.
I'm not liking the readout here. Okay. A little bit more. All right, black balance. Here we go. All right, and white balance. Okay, I think we're good.
Awesome. All right, full wide, please.
Full wide.
And Kevin, you want to rock here?
Yeah, maybe close to that little like pseudo cave straight ahead. It looks like by the sand there might be loose rocks.
Pseudo cave, Raj.
And there's also a critter or two over there we might want to zoom in on.
Ah, yes. We do like the critters.
I ran away. It was my fault. I touched it, but I didn't. You know, did you know it gets sticky sometimes?
I did.
Sometimes it gets sticky. But that's a good shot if you want to push it on it. And I'll just try to make it as little barf cam as I can.
Okay, zooming in on Atalanta.
That's probably good. And I can modify my lights.
Oh no, do what you need to do to.
Well, like whatever to get a cool shot, yeah?
Yeah, totally. Poor Mongo.
Oh, you're pulling on me. Oh. It's, you do notice when just the one thruster is working.
Yeah. Hey, Kylie.
Yeah.
I want to give you this guy, and then I'm going to fly you so you can pick it out of the cave.
Okay.
That'll probably get us a better sample.
And can we have lasers when you get a moment?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll get you a little closer here.
Okay, telestrate maybe?
Yeah, this one's really nice, kind of large.
Yes, that one?
Yeah.
I know if it's out of your reach. Nice.
Oh, oops, sorry.
Nice.
Just
I'll take it, yeah.
Sure.
Is it okay if we push in with the HD?
Yeah, go ahead.
Zoom it in.
Just getting away from the wall a bit.
I give that an A+.
Thank you. Where would you like it?
Starboard, probably?
Come back, come wide.
Coming wide.
Data, what sample number will this be?
Let me check, hold on.
So I'll just push the box out now, yeah?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm
Okay.
going to land us somewhere.
This will be
Okay.
sample 090.
It's coming
090.
out. Super slow on the out.
Everything's empty, so
Raj, okay, I'll try.
it's exciting.
Go for A and see where it lands. Okay. Is it okay for a sample salvo?
Stand by one brief moment.
Raj standing by, coming up also on my delta.
Roger. Poor Mongo. I'll give him a Band-Aid. Okay.
Okay. Let me just, okay. Raj.
Am I falling over here? You're blind, aren't you?
No. I'm halted.
Solid.
Wow.
Well, that's a good salvo, isn't it? Nice.
Okay. Oh. It's a little more movement in that than I'm giving it.
As long as it doesn't start doing jazz hands.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, that went into box A, right?
Yep.
That's correct.
Sweet, thanks.
No problem.
And science, we don't want eDNA here, correct?
No, we don't need any right here.
Roger that. All right.
Do you want to step me in a little bit? Like 5 meters?
Yeah? Do you want me to, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we could start doing our 10-meter steps.
10 meters?
Yeah, I mean 5 will get burnout in a catenary.
Okay. Bridge nav, 5 meters, 204. Yeah. If I do it twice, then it'll be 10.
Roger.
So that was the plan all along. Sorry, I'm on a multi-beam high here, all right? Like,
I know, someone's a little sparky right now. We'll just fly around these features while we're waiting for a 5-meter move to be felt 3,800 meters down.
I blame Kylie. She was the one that said 5 meters.
I was thinking that
You put it in my head.
I was thinking that it would make Jess happy if I was really conservative about what I was asking for.
Yeah.
All good.
It's just I feel like I need a little more belly in the tether.
Yeah, let's do some exploring while we're waiting for maybe a 20 meters total move.
Just move around a little left to right.
Do you mind giving me the port cam there, Kylie?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So, I think this is the deepest time I've ever dove. This is the deepest I've ever dove with Herc.
Nice.
How deep are we?
You're at, oh,
No.
3873 about?
Yeah.
Meters below sea level. Yeah. What we're looking at here is essentially whenever we're on a mud flat or anything like that, you know, beneath all that mud, this is what the oceanic crust looks like. It's just
Oh, that just gave me the chills.
thick basalts, and these are all just,
It did.
oh, look at this. Hi, little fish.
Good. Start your zoom there.
Zooming in.
going on.
Okay.
Very blind. This fish looks like it has no eyes.
I think they're way down on the end, kind of almost to the underside. I can see one little spot. It's definitely an eye. I think this is a cusk eel.
Oh, Raj.
So do we want to get like a serious move in or just
Yes,
5
please.
Like, what are we talking? 10
Um,
meters, 15, 20?
I think 10 meters to be conservative. Full wide, please.
Full wide.
Let's see. Yes. But it's gonna take a while.
Yeah. Bridge nav, 10 meters, 204.
And I guess we're pretty stretched out, so maybe if you want to do another 10 actually to get on top.
So you did want a 20.
Yes, I wanted a 20 meter move for that one, but after that we'll start doing 10 meters once we just start getting a little bit of momentum.
Okay.
And
Bridge nav, another 10 meters,
Chris is about to stab
204.
me. I'm saying. Thank you for not.
Can I have a zoom on this, which might not be anything, but
Yep,
little light gray patches.
the discoloration there.
Yeah.
Sure. Go ahead and start your zoom there, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Push in a bit more. Sorry, I'm giving you a tug there, Kylie.
That's okay.
Is that a type of xenophylophore over here?
I think that's just marine snow that has landed on the bottom.
Never mind.
Go ahead and, never
Yeah,
mind.
push
Raj.
on.
Full wide, please.
Full wide.
Doesn't seem like there's much of a current over here. You can kind of see marine snow just floating.
Actually, there is. You
Really?
can kind of see it's pushed, yeah, there's a wee bit.
Cool. Oh yeah, you can see it moving east to, or right to left. So most of these flows are looking kind of intrusive. They're thick and blocky. Typically the oceanic crust, if you look at it in a cross section, you'll have thick, mainly up dikes on the bottom of it, of the basaltic part, and then covered on top with pillow basalts. So we'll get to see if this transitions more into pillows as we go upwards.
Tim, you want to zoom in on Atalanta a bit there?
Sure.
And Kylie, you want to check to make sure all the thrusters are enabled, because this is bouncy.
Mine are, oh, yours, yeah.
Mine, yeah.
I was like, mine,
Definitely
no.
not
The answer's no.
Definitely not your thrusters.
Thrusters, yeah. All thrusters on.
Okay, interesting.
You want porch on since it's got the shadows at the bottom?
Yeah, we can try it. Yeah, that's nice. Flying through this marine snow is very kind of tranquil almost.
It's like being in a snow globe.
Yeah. Oh, that's a cool fracture.
Yeah, you can kind of see where it just totally broke off, and then almost where there's another big crack running
Yeah.
top to bottom there. Wow.
Yeah, you can see the real blocky features of these kind of slow cooled basalts.
Yeah, go ahead and push on in there a bit, please.
Zoom it in.
Just to get a nice look at the texture. That's good there.
It's very neat.
Yeah.
It's also not a ton of ferromanganese, probably because you actually, it's so steep, you likely are getting kind of weathering, you know, things
Cool,
falling
please.
off through time.
All right, I'll start coming up a bit.
Roger.
There might be a stalk on the top over here, but it's hard to see.
Yeah. Ooh. Did you guys want to go look at that for a second? Or?
Yeah, if you have the time to swing over there.
Yep. Kind of.
Let's see if you like the still cam.
And then is that a halotherian?
The bottom. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at the slope looks wild
Go
in
to push.
Atalanta.
Zoom in.
Yeah. The heck is that? Sponge?
Yeah, that's the base of a sponge skeleton.
Huh.
Doesn't look like it's alive with that color.
Interesting. Go ahead and come wide, please. That is a wild slope on that camera there. I'll just go look at the holotherian and then I'll boogie up slope, guys. Unless you don't need us. That might be a sponge, actually.
Oh yeah, it is a sponge.
First official biology.
First alive.
There's
Go ahead and push on in there, please.
Zoom it in.
Very small.
yeah, it's got a little something on it. I don't know if it's an isopod or something, a little white or barnacle.
Sorry. Come a little wide, please.
A little wide.
Thank you. All right, I'll keep going. Pull wide, please.
Full wide.
Wild. So wild. Actually, Kylie, I might turn off the porch to get past that, the glare there.
Sure.
Thank you. A lot of schmutz in the water.
There's another fish. And something over here too.
Oh, a little shrimp.
That's a shrimpy, never mind.
Oops. Would you mind coming wide on Atalanta there, please, Tim?
Full wide on
Just so I
Atalanta.
can... Gotcha. Gotcha. Understood. Okay, go ahead, push back in.
On Atalanta. Push.
On Atalanta, yeah, thank you.
Touchy.
Yeah, it is touch. It's not locking in.
I think it just needs a new, I don't know, what you'd call that, like joystick or toggle.
I'm ready, Chris.
Hmm?
Ready for another step.
Perfect.
One more time.
Ready for another step.
Gotcha. Bridge nav, 10 meters, 205.
Yeah.
Caffeine kicked in.
Or really made some really strong coffee. Sure.
Kevin, do you want me to kind of look off a bit, kind of panning around to the left and then going a little bit to the right?
Yeah.
Making a big swath?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's perfect.
I'll just go kind of the tether length around the circle there.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice biggerettes with these like loose gullies between them.
Yeah.
Huh. Go over to the left. Yeah, you want to go ahead and zoom out in a bit there, please? On this guy.
On Island.
For now.
Fuzzy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Let's make this a little bigger.
It's probably another sponge off in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
I think that might be the same sponge.
Oh. Yeah, it's this.
All right, Chris.
Another one.
Yeah, please.
Bridge nav, 10 meters, 205.
Another fish there. I think. Something white.
Something there, yeah. I don't really have a scope for it yet, but we'll hold up.
Oh, I see tail movement. That's definitely a fish.
All right, that move's complete.
Yeah, we can do another one. You can just keep them coming, I suppose.
Raj. Bridge nav, 10 meters, 205.
Thanks, Chris.
I think these sponges we're seeing are in the genus Hyalonema.
I'm just surprised by all this stuff in the water.
Yeah.
Is it possible the thrusters are just sort of flushing it off the wall?
I don't think so. It looks like it's pretty continuous and all around. And they're very large pieces too. I wonder if we can actually zoom on one of these. What do you guys think?
Go for it.
Try. Oh, that one's out of my light bar now. Go ahead and push in a bit there. And I can't really tell what that is on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Pull away, please.
Pull wide.
Bridge nav, one more step, 10 meters, 205.
It almost looks like a lint.
Kind of does. I want to blow it out of the way with the little fan.
The down cam has a really good perspective on just how steep this is. And if we look up, there's a coral just at the top.
Oh, let's look at that. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead and start your zoom there, please.
Actually, it might be a sponge.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
spiky.
that's a sponge.
What?
Do you want a sample of that?
Really cool.
Yeah.
That's a sponge?
That,
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
pretty
sit
sure
down.
that's
We're
a
gonna get a good
sponge.
pull-up shot.
Let's zoom in on this.
Forward.
Maybe it's a coral. I can't tell. Like,
Yeah,
Because it looks like it has polyps, but they're super long for
Yeah.
a coral.
I'm just not getting a good view.
yeah, we'll get a tight shot. We're gonna touch down here, but
Oh yeah, those are, they're moving like polyps. They're closing up.
go ahead and push. Yeah,
All the way.
I'm gonna make us a little seasick here. There we go.
Yeah,
Those
they're
are
really,
very
yeah,
long
that's
polyps.
Big polyps.
really long polyps.
it doesn't look like a bamboo. I don't know what it is. Well, obviously I don't know what it is.
I think
Kylie, you wanna turn off the lasers, please?
Yeah, off lasers.
Got anything tighter there, or is that full?
A little bit more.
Yeah.
wow.
They're like giving hugs to the ocean.
Oh, really cool.
That's definitely a coral. You can see the detail on those polyps.
Are you full zoom in there, or you got any more?
That's it.
Shucks.
I think that is a bamboo, just looking at the structure, but it's so hard to say.
Yeah, Asako, riding in from shore, thinks it might be some kind of Chrysogorgiid, but it's definitely unusual.
Cool.
I think we should snip it.
Yeah, I think we should get a piece because
Okay,
this is.
pull wide, please.
Wide.
Snip and slurp?
Yep, snip and slurp.
Roger.
Little haircut off the top.
Do you want to make some attempt to arrest the move here, or is it just not going to matter by the time?
I don't think it's going to matter by the
Yeah.
time. I think Kylie's going to have to snip. And then I'm going to have to jump.
I'm just flushing it now.
Roger.
Okay.
Are you full wide there?
There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Would you like, how much of it would you like? Like, and above the node, I'm assuming, yeah? Like the branch?
I'm hoping we can get a quick answer from, we've got a couple of folks chiming in from shore.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and go above the above that node, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to fit in the slurp jar, we can go like halfway across the fork there, you know what I mean?
Yep,
Like
yep,
the length
that would
of
be
it.
fine.
What do you mean halfway across the fork?
Like, you know, forks are like that, like half like that.
Oh, okay, Raj, gotcha. Can you give it to me in bubble?
Yeah.
And Tim, can you come wide on Atalanta? Thank you. Can I get a push in on the HD on Herc?
Zoom it in.
Okay.
That looks good there. Nice.
Better.
You can probably take a little less.
Like,
Yeah. So it doesn't get all bent up in the thing.
like that?
Yeah, looks good. All the polyps are closed. There we go.
Okay. Come wide.
Coming wide.
Sorry for the slow tilt there.
It's okay.
All right. Get you lined up here.
Do we have time to get a quick zoom on the piece?
Oh, sure, yeah. Sorry. Okay, come in.
Nice.
Yeah. Retracted all of its polyps.
Yep.
All set? Okay, come wide, please. Okay. Let me elbow up, yeah. Okay.
That looks good. And then, yeah, nice.
Oh, I just got to reindex.
Sure thing. Let me know when I'm let to know anyone.
Okay. You can, yeah, please turn it on, yeah.
Yeah, and go ahead. You want to push in a bit there, please, Tim?
Sure.
I know. Depth perception is kills me.
I'm going to zoom in on the bubble bit.
Roger, thanks.
It's got it.
Yeah. You got flow?
Yep, you got 40%.
Geez, I know. I should have indexed it.
All good. Oh,
It's in, yeah?
yep, that looks
Okay.
good. Go ahead. Nice. There she goes, full wide on Herc.
Oh, wide.
Nice. So
Okay.
Excellent.
0 suction.
Thank you.
Nice job,
Yeah.
Kylie.
No problem.
Nice sample. All right.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I was struggling a little bit.
Science chat is happy with the pilots, and they're saying ace work, nice sampling.
Thanks.
Yeah, nice maniping.
I think the consensus is, as far as we can tell, it's not actually a bamboo. It may be a Chrysogorgiid of some sort,
Interesting.
but we will see once it's back on the surface.
Just to confirm, that went into Slurp jar 1, right?
That's correct.
Cool, thanks.
Ready to keep stepping?
Let's keep stepping. 2-stepping.
Bridge nav, 10 meters, 205.
And Kylie, since we have a well, not the best right here, do you mind coming to 205 and we'll maintain my heading?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll lose you, yeah?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Just because it's getting a little spotty.
What do you mean?
It's like as in it's not like a solid location, right? It's like more dots.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But wouldn't you prefer I look at you?
No. Not with these.
I'm still
guys.
going to be where I am.
Suddenly wide awake now.
Oh,
yeah.
very nice.
I've gone from thinking, I just can't wait to get back to bed, to, well, I guess I'm going to sit through the next watch.
Yeah.
There's some just beautiful, dramatic basalt features everywhere you look. Right here we got a bit of a deposit.
Sorry.
So Chris, I'm looking at your Norbit map off on the right there. Is that a wall coming up?
I don't know. I suspect what happened is we had some bad detections that like punched through the surface when we did the big spiral.
Okay.
Because that looks a little too, like you see how it's kind of like radially out from where we did the turn.
Gotcha, yeah.
So I think that's probably what happened there.
Does it have an outlier test, or does it just average?
It does have an outlier test, but if you have too many, it'll, yeah.
I mean, it almost looks like a fissure from...
I mean, it might be something. We'll see. Let me pull it up. I might... Bridge nav, one more step. Yeah, that's some kind of... That's a punch through. We're getting to the, well, I guess we're not totally edge, but yeah, that's where some bad points went through.
Guys, you mind doing a DVL reset and then kind of zooming in on here, please?
Yeah.
Danke.
We've got a viewer at home wondering what is on channel 3. That's our fancy new Norbit sonar map. Mapping in almost real time?
Yeah, in real time. So the map is actually being updated now as we drive over. It's not that obvious because we've already been to we've already observed all these locations.
And that is a sonar mounted on the vehicle, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
It's mounted on the brow bar.
Yep.
Herc.
We can, here I can. You can see right there where the fan comes off.
Oh my
That's
god,
right.
that is so cool. Hi.
I love that you added the little hook and all the details on it.
Well, you kind of have to. It's helpful from time to time actually, because like a big part of this is figuring out.
I want to zoom on it.
It's all about coordinate frames, right? You need to figure out where all the sensors are relative to the vehicle and relative to the other sensors. So having a detailed model is very helpful for that, and it also like kind of gives you some perspective when you're looking at the map and to see how big things are and where the different parts of the vehicle are relative to the terrain and whatever.
Yeah. For those just joining us, before we landed, we did a 360 rotation or 180 on hook and kind of just mapped the region.
Great
And that's
shot.
what we're looking at now.
You can see the Norbit sticking up in the Atalanta cam.
Oh yeah. A little hook hat.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like a party time. Thanks for that. You can come out.
Actually, go ahead and keep that shot. I'll fly up there, and then you can get some cool lighting on the shot. Hodge. It's a nice zoom.
We might want to grab another rock while this is loose and able if we're waiting on ship movements.
Sure. I feel like we're gonna be like tripling up rock samples on this dive.
Yeah, can never get enough. It's hard to date the crust. It's very low potassium, so we need the best rocks we can get.
Roger.
Jess, do you want me to continue the ship moves, or so we can? Yeah.
Yeah, make some ground.
Yeah. I'm gonna start going to 20 meters so we can.
Yeah.
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 Breach nav, 20 meters, 204.
Pull wide, please.
Pull wide.
On, yeah, thank you. On,
Atalanta.
yeah,
All right.
the other vehicle. Sorry. Kylie, you want to grab a rock? Kevin, let us know what you see and where you see it.
Yeah, let's see. Anything loose and angular. Maybe in this little pile right here.
Ah, gotcha.
If we're in this area.
Yeah, sure. Might be a little out of my scope, but how about anything up this yonder way?
Yeah, I mean, everything here looks fairly loose, so if you can find a good place to perch, we'll find something.
Roger that. Having the digital still camera there and having these lumpy features off the wall.
I was just thinking that.
I can report that nothing is actually hitting the still camera.
Raj. I don't know if I want to know if it does.
We got some nice close-up of rocks, but not that close-up.
Okay, crab valve's on. Wait, come on.
Roger. Falling off here.
Maybe this guy over here.
Okay. You mind circling that again?
Yeah, where did I put it?
Or is that one?
Yep.
Oh, see, you know what? I was just...
You believe in yourself,
I said angular... Oops, sorry. Push off the bottom. Give me this. Okay, I'm just gonna flip my fingers.
Is it on there? Oh, I see.
Oh. Give me this.
Go and try rotating your jaws 90.
No, I know, but I couldn't get that way either.
Roger.
Well, I couldn't really see what I was doing that way, you know?
Okay, sure thing. I gotcha.
Is it? Oops. Well, that rock's gone.
Well,
Sorry about that.
no problem.
What about to the upper left there? That's very good.
This is very specific.
Stick there, please.
Huh? Sorry?
Pointer stick.
The stick of pointing.
Stick a point.
Ugh. Somebody has Velcroed it a lot.
The old-fashioned way of pointing.
Yeah, how
Analog.
about this one here? Something like that.
Yeah, that might work. It's got a little more crust, but it's still a
Reg.
bit angular, so we can go for it. See if it moves.
No.
Yeah,
Nope.
that one's a little more cemented in. Maybe where the lasers are?
Lasers.
It's hard to say. That looks kind of cemented now.
Like this side?
Yeah.
I'm going to jump a little bit up,
Okay.
and then we're going to look some more.
Good. Seemed like there was a few options, so it's not, we're not short over here.
This ball is nuts. It's so cool. Just keep on giving her.
Yeah, I put the brow cam on channel 3. So if you want to know what it's like to look straight down a wall, check out the quad view.
It's like the view you get under your feet while you're rock climbing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How about over here and to the left here, Kevin?
Yeah, that works.
Maybe I'll jump up. There's a big square one there. Is there anything in view here that looks desirable, or should we jump a little more?
No, these look good. Maybe one over here.
Okay.
Or this guy by the lasers will work too.
Roger.
Give it to me.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
I'd really like you to stay in the fingers. Okay, I will take a zoom.
Zooming it.
Let me see.
A+.
Sweet.
I love how you're grading.
I do too.
Comes naturally at this point.
Come wide.
Oh, I
For those who can't see at home, he just wrote an A+ with the telestrator on the screen, which actually we have a question from one of the viewers of whether it's possible to get the telestrator on the channel, which is a question I suppose for video.
That is a good question.
I promise not to do any inappropriate drawings.
The problem with putting it on the screen, unfortunately, is that we record those views. And so when we telestrate, we actually cover up some of the data that we need. So, unfortunately, the answer is no, we can't do that.
14, so...
Reach nav. 20 meters, 205.
But if you can imagine John Madden's best, you know, telestrations of X's and O's, that's
X's and O's.
Kevin's,
He's really loving the rocks.
Kevin's channeling that.
How's it look from that far one? I can't.
Go ahead and elbow up a wee bit and wrist down into it, because I can't tell either based on the shadows.
I can't see because the screen's in the way. Aw, thanks, girl. I think maybe just like, oop. I think it's just gonna fall in. Yeah. Okay.
That went into B.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Someone at home wants to know, do you ever find any precious metals or diamonds or gemstones in any of these rock samples?
Ooh,
And
diamonds,
the
that'd be
answer
cool.
is no. Yeah, so typically you need some different kinds of environments to form those hot fluids and continental crust. Usually it's a mixture of the two. You can find sulfides and some other valuable minerals sometimes, but a lot of them, for the most part, nothing, no gemstones or anything fancy that you'll find here.
Sorry,
No, that's great.
I turned it on and I turned it back off by accident.
Oh, no, you're fine. All right, we got a cool big wall right in front of us.
No ground faults on the craft, yeah?
Nope.
Roger.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we have a question in chat as why we don't have too much, or why don't we have a lot of ferromanganese crust here? And the reason is twofold. One, ferromanganese crust grows the thickest typically in depth ranges around 2,500 meters, and we're at 3,850. So we're deeper, so it's not growing as fast at these depths. And then the second reason is we're on a very steep slope. It's kind of hard to tell. The camera feed doesn't really do it justice how steep it is, but and this is we're in a kind of a gully between two ridges, so there's a lot of mass wasting coming down here. So this is just a area that erodes pretty rapidly, so these are getting exposed more recently. I'm guessing the crust around here is around 120 million years old, these basalts, but that's just a hypothesis that will be tested in the lab.
How old? How old?
120 million.
I heard it and my brain said, that's old. And then my brain said, that's not what he said.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just needed to double check.
What's interesting, the Johnson Atoll region, the seafloor formed during an event known as the Cretaceous Paleomagnetic Quiet Zone. Hi, fishy.
Two fishies. There's one in the background, too.
Yeah. It's surprising, actually, that we're in a very rocky,
Bridge
very
up,
steep
20
substrate,
meters,
and we've seen
204.
probably the most fishes so far this expedition.
Yeah. Oh, wow, he's just swimming right into us. That's not cool. Sorry.
Oh, there's like two
Being very
more in the
impolite.
Argus view, hanging out by the tether.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's the Atalanta view.
Atalanta.
Yeah,
Yeah, we say them interchangeably, too.
I know. I get all hung up on it.
Anyway, as I was saying, the crust in this area formed in a time where Earth's magnetic field didn't reverse its orientation for basically 40 million years, between 126 and 84 million years ago. And so we don't really know exactly how old the crust is in this area, and so this is actually giving us an opportunity to sample it and directly date it, which would be valuable in itself.
Does the Earth often change its polarity?
Yeah, the Earth changes its polarity on average every, I don't know, say 1 million years, typically. So the last time it changed its polarity was 780,000 years ago.
You have made Kylie's day.
Why might it do that?
Instabilities in the core. So the Earth's dynamo is generated by the outer core, kind of rotating around the inner core. At least that's what we think it's generated by.
Okay.
And sometimes there's instabilities that cause the field to weaken to about 10% of its current strength. And then it either comes back, ooh, can we get a zoom on that critter?
Yep.
Sometimes it comes back in the same orientation, and sometimes it comes back in an opposite orientation. And so it's constantly flipping back and forth. And we can measure the orientation. Ooh, what is this?
What is that?
Tinaphore?
Yep, that's a tinaphore just sitting on the bottom.
A
What?
tinaphore.
Sit. You're not allowed to rest.
Parking. Yeah.
Those little feet. Not really.
Show me your rainbow. I want to see the combs. Oh, I got one. I can see it.
No.
Come a wee bit wide way, please. That's good. Kind of looks like Cousin It.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
It does.
Oh, you can
Or
see the
Jello.
cones. Look at them on the right side there.
Yeah. Interesting.
The
Gonna come.
what
there,
what
please.
time period do you say? You say Cretaceous?
Yes, in the Cretaceous.
Cretaceous. I
Yeah.
almost said crustacean, and I was like, that's not the one. That's
In the
not
mid
the
to
one.
late Cretaceous, there was
Cretaceous.
a period of time where even though Earth's magnetic field typically reverses every million or so years, it didn't reverse for about 40 million years. And it has to do, it's also a time period where there was a
Drag
lot
them
of
forward,
major
please.
volcanic
Forward.
events.
Oh, okay.
So we think it might be like the mantle is actually overturning itself and releasing heat, and it kind of stabilized it.
Oh. If you ever want to talk more about polarity of the Earth,
Uh-huh.
I'm intrigued.
All right.
Isn't the magnetic variation in seafloor basalts one of the ways that seafloor spreading and plate tectonics was documented?
Yep. Yeah, so that was one of the bathymetry kind of showed initially there was the, post-World War II, that there was ridges right in the center of the basins and that it gets deeper away from them. So people argued that was evidence, that they're spreading and for plate tectonics, but it wasn't until they mapped the magnetic field. Basically, you can map the remnant magnetic field of basalt, and you can do that from a ship. And you can actually see the field going from normal to reverse as you go away from the ridges in a systematic pattern. And that's what the evidence was, that actually the plates are constantly spreading. And you can actually use that data then to reconstruct plate motions.
Kylie is displaying the face of knowledge right now.
Yeah.
What technology does that? The mapping of the basalt magnet.
The magnetometers.
Raj.
So, yeah. Conveniently named.
It's a little on the nose, I think.
You just made that up. It's not a real thing.
No. But yeah, so you can do magnetometers, and you can actually drag it behind the ship and measure magnetic field strength.
Is the whole Earth, did they already do all of it?
Yeah, most of the areas are mapped. Wherever you have, bathymetry data, a lot of places you have these maps. But we've done transects perpendicular to all the ridges, so we can kind of map out the age relative to each of the ridge. You can get the spreading rate, how fast the spreading is occurring from it. And then, of course, you can get changes in motion. And then you can go on land and you can drill lava flows.
My brain.
So my wife does paleomagnetism, and so I spent some time in the island of Floriana drilling some some lava flows that erupted during what's called a paleomagnetic excursion. So sometimes without flipping, the field just goes to really weak strength, and to the point where you get increased, cosmic radiation. Your compass will start pointing towards Australia, which is interesting because Australia, beneath it is some kind of remnant mantle that has some little bit of magnetic field strength. But anyway, the field can get to like really weak, about 10% of its strength in some of these cases. And so we're looking at, is there any effects of radiation It's just still an ongoing project.
Go back to Australia having remnant mantle under them.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is a weird little thing that kind of compasses will start to point towards Australia when the Earth's magnetic field
Can we
goes down.
zoom in? There's a little twig.
Yeah, the little coral.
Yeah, right there.
Sure thing. And we can look at those sea cucumber necks if you guys want.
Yep.
Ooh. And another little guy with Halothorian to the right.
Let's get this.
What?
Welcome to the Paleo Mag Hour.
My brain. It's kind of weird what's happening because it sounds all very exciting and difficult to digest.
Good
like,
ambition in there, please.
It's making me feel excited
Yeah.
and curious and confused.
I'm gonna do a little bump up
That's
here.
good.
What field is, I mean, geology, sure, but then there's different parts of geology, so what is this part?
Well, there's geology, then you can go into geophysics.
Okay.
That's the subdivision below that.
Good ambition
So
in
that's
there a
where,
little more, please.
so for instance, Rob and I, both
Full set.
geologists.
Thank you.
I'm a
Thank you.
geochemist because I specialize in chemistry. Rob is a geophysicist because he specializes in geophysics. And then you can go in, it's called paleomagnetism, or someone who does paleomagnetism.
Full
And that
eye,
is people who
Full
look
eye.
at the magnetic field through time.
That's your wife.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Does she do interviews?
Oh.
She was on the boat a couple times. So.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think you missed it both times. She was in Papahanaumokuakea both times.
this year?
Yeah, she was, no, she was there in the fall.
Oh.
She was on the Voyager
Start your
seamounts.
zoom there, please.
And then she was on
Start
the
my zoom.
Enigmatic Ridge expedition a year before
Oh, I must have missed her, yeah.
that. Wow, look at that guy
Wow,
swim.
it's-
Oh, that was,
Ooh.
oh, he's stunting on us.
Oh.
Stunting on us.
Look at it. You knock it off. He's going to make himself dizzy.
Little far for us.
You know,
now.
I've never seen them do that swimming pattern.
Yeah, me neither, honestly.
Yeah, it's a sort of a double S shape.
Any
Curves one way
hypothesis
than the other.
for the why?
It's a celebratory dance.
It's making me dizzy.
That is.
I got the message that we've been sampling sea cucumbers.
Yeah, I said, you don't want me.
Wants
You
no
don't
part
want
in
me.
that.
All right, we're at the boogie. Go ahead and come full way, please.
Oh, that's really beautiful, though.
full wide.